Hello, my dear students. In this lecture, we will be studying about new international economic order. This is a new concept, new term that you will be getting to know in the fifth unit of your syllabus. Okay, so let us start with new international economic order. New international economic order is can be called as the NIEO. It is being created. There's the difference between developed and developing countries. Developed countries always want their better financial possibilities to develop their economies. So many developing countries were getting frustrated with their growth prospects and started demanding a better deal. What happened in NIU? Actually, there was a treaty, there was a order before new international economic order in which the problems are coming because of the differences between North and the South. North and South is basically called as two areas which is being classified as the poor or low developing countries and developed countries. NI is based on the assumption that prevalent international order perpetuates and aggregates international inequalities. The main aim of this order was to remove the inequalities between the nations. At the sixth special session of United Nations General Assembly in 1975, declaration was made for the establishment of new international economic order. It is regarded as a turning point in the evolution of international community. NIEO is based on equity, sovereign equality, common interest, and cooperation among all states, irrespective of their social and economic system, which shall correct inequalities and redress existing injustices and make it possible to eliminate the widening gap between the developed and developing countries and ensure steadily accelerating economic and social development and peace and justice for present and future generations. Okay, so though the success of OPEC after 1973 crisis act as a catalyst to pull together developing countries in support for a call of NIU in which their interests would be better represented. So it led to the emergence of NIEU. So though the declaration, it was NIU can be traced back from the Havana Conference in 1948, in which economic and political tension uh, were kept in between the developed and developing nations. So in May 1974, sixth special session of UN General Assembly adopted a declaration on establishment of new economic order. Okay, the NIEO aims at development of global economy as a whole, which set up with the setup of interrelated policies and performance targets of the international community at large. In 1974, GA approved the Charter of Economic Rights and Duties of States. NIO is an 18-course document that seeks certain changes in the international system. So, the origin of NIO was started from the movement of establishment of NIO by the existing deficiency in the current international order and the gross failure of the GATT that we studied earlier and UNCTAD in the fulfillment of their board objectives. Okay, this present international economic order is found to be asymmetrical in its working. It is favoring the rich advanced countries. The earlier economic order before this economic order was favoring the rich advanced countries. So there is a dependence of South on the North, and rich countries tend to have major control over vital decision making in the matter of international trade, terms of trade, international finance, and other technological flows. So, as a matter of fact, the basis of NIU is constituted by UN Resolution 1971 with the seventh special session on development and international economic order, and after many reforms in the area of monetary system, world agriculture and cooperation among the third world countries. So it leads to the NIU consider a framework for eliminating existing era of international economic system with all its features and interests of the developed countries to the detriment of the third world. So what is doing? It is basically giving chances to the developed countries as well as the developing countries to bringing together or to remove the imbalances or inequalities between their economic relations. Okay. So it in the need of NIU arose after the post-World War, after the weakened position of Europe, emergence of two superpowers, emergence of Cold War, and these all things lead to the detriment of the developing countries and strong position of the developed countries. So this has lead to the rise of development of NIEU to bring the balance between the distribution of international monetary reserve. Okay, so because rich nations benefit disproportionately in the distribution of the value added of the product because they are getting benefits because they are having possible resources, they are having a place where they can make decisions. So this is because the difference was coming. So to remove or to protect the profits and job in uncompetitive declining sectors in the developing countries, it was required by the as a group of the countries to remove this difference. This allowed an agenda for discussion between industrial developing countries focusing on restructuring to the world's economy to permit greater participation and benefits to the developing countries. Now there are tenets means principles of this NIEU, and these are developing countries must be entitled to regulate and control the activities of multinational corporation operating within their country. Means if whatever uh, companies are there in the country, so their operating, their regulation, their controlling activities can should be allowed to be managed by developing countries. They must be free to nation and expropriate foreign property on conditions favorable to them. Okay, and as well as they must be free to set up an association of primary commodities producers similar to the OPEC. Okay, all other states must recognize this right and refrain from taking economic, military, and political measures calculated to restrict it. Means, what does it mean? They must be free. They can set up, developing countries can set up their association for primary commodities for promoting the producers so that all other states must recognize this right that they can maintain their own association and do not involve them, do not get into their economic, military, and political measures. And the last is international trade should be based on the need to ensure stable, equitable, and remunerative prices for raw material as well as generalized non-reciprocal and non-discriminatory tariff preferences. It means other other expenses like it means like generalized non-reciprocal. Reciprocal means getting something in return. Okay, so it is like when one country is doing something, so the principle of reciprocity states that favors, benefits, and penalties that are granted by one state if one state is granting something to another, to the citizen or legal entities of another, that should be returned. So here what we are saying non-reciprocal. It means it should not be returned and non-discriminatory discrimination should not be there as well as the transfer of technology to developing countries and should provide economic and technical assistance without any strings attached. These were the principles of this NIEU which will help us to promote or to protect the equality between the nations and to promote the balance between the nations. So, as in conclusion, we can say a international economic order is the only alternative that can be used in securing an equitable partnership between the rich and the poor, south and the north, means removing that difference, trying to bringing poor to the upper level and maintaining richer at that level. It can bring prosperity to poor nations and will bring create harmony between developed and developing countries. So it will also ensure to bring new market to the developed countries, because if developing countries will getting more jobs, more employment opportunity, then people will be earning more, then they will be able to buy, they will be able to produce new goods. So it will only leads to the development of other countries as well because of the market expansion. So demand for greater power for these international bureaucrats disguises the demand for more justice for the ordinary people of developing countries. So this is being taken as a demand for greater power. What are they doing? International people, international countries, or other peoples are generating or helping them. That will in return create the demand for themselves only.